spoil it to anyone, if there's anyone going to be watching this. I'm definitely not going to find myself famous or anything like that. In fact, I also don't like to be recorded. Pictures taken myself. I'm only doing this because my friends all say I have a really good voice. I myself, not very confident in anything at all. Not even confident in my knife sharpening skills that I need to display today, but I'm going to try at least. So I don't know how well you can see this. It's just a cheap knife I got from Costco. I've been using it the last couple days because I started a new job. Didn't have any really sharp knives there. Anyways, for this, my knife is a little dull. I'm going to try to put a bit of a curve onto an edge onto it. You can do this a couple of different ways. One is this way, so the blade is pointing towards you, but you're pushing it away. It'll cause the tip to curve up like this. Then you flip it over, do the same thing, and then yeah, I'll just show you. So what you want to do is have it about a 15-degree angle. If you can figure that out, that's half again. So 180, 90, 45, and one more time, and just a little more. At least that's what Gordon Ramsay says. And you give it a push as you put pressure on it. Right now I'm doing 1,000 grit instead of 400 because there's already an edge on here, or somewhat of an edge. The shape is already defined. Once again, I'm also using whetstone that I got from Amazon. I'm not trying to sponsor or anything like that. I'm not trying to be famous as much as I would like to be. Not worth the hassle, I think. Just putting these videos up. I'm going to start doing this to help people try to become at least better home cooks, or just good in cooking in general. Now I think about doing a video series about basics of cooking. But yes, I'm contacting this whole entire edge here in line with the flat of the stone, making sure there's water on the blade on my stone. Normally you're supposed to keep your stones in water, ideally for 2 hours, to just constantly leave in water. So it's ready to go. That is if you use your knife a lot and do a lot of cooking. If not, just minimum 2 hours before you use it. Some people say 10 minutes, but I find if you leave it longer, it won't dry up as fast. So for my setup, just a piece of paper towel, cutting board, the base, the plastic or rubber holder, this one. Just even strokes across the whole entire thing, making sure you're only having the part that you want contacting the blade of the blade contacting the stone. Let's have a few strokes, make sure to look at it. So here's a nice edge on it. See where you're missing. Okay, that seems to be good. In between knives is a good idea to use a flattening stone. So it's just a harder, coarser rock. Another stone, just like the whetstone, but this one is grooved and designed so that file away and flatten the stone. Let's go at different angles. Just make sure the whole entire stone is connected to it. If you know how to use a flat plane, you just do it like that. So once again, that's 1,000 grit. There's 400 grit. 400 grit is the coarsest one you have with stones usually. I don't remember how to explain it, but this is really coarse. This is kind of coarse, but all in all, still relatively fine. But it's perfect for what we're going to use. Switching over now to the 3,000 grit. I just did 1,000. Switch to the 3,000. After that, I'm going to change to the 8,000. Just showing people because I came from a job where no one actually knows how to sharpen knives. They have whetstones, but no one uses them. I don't know how to use them properly. And everything, all their stones are curved like that. So it'd be like a big gash right here, but at an angle. So once again, half, so 180 degrees, half again, 90 degrees, half again, 45. One more time, about 22 and a half, and just a little more. So we're about 15 to 20 degrees. Smooth and even pressure across the whole entire knife, so I'm moving my hand like that. background, I have Kupo tunes, according to Final Fantasy music. I'm a huge gamer. I play video games. To be honest with you, that's all I had. So, growing up, I didn't have much left. Didn't have much friends, moved around a lot, so I stuck with gaming. I really do like Final Fantasy music. Final Fantasy 7. My favorite is 8, but 7's really good as well. 9's pretty decent, got pretty far. But I lost my PlayStation. A friend of mine broke it a while back. So I haven't been able to finish 9. I got really far in it, but I just don't feel like starting all over again. One thing I noticed about sharpening knives, you don't want to ever put, this example, pressure here and pull back, because otherwise you're just burning all the hard work you just put into it. Yeah. You can feel how sharp a knife is by going like this. Never go like this, or else you are literally just gonna cut yourself. Alright, as in this video. Really good practice. Every time you sharpen your knife, get a quick on a knife, change your grits, do a quick rinse. Grab your stone. Grind it again. Your stone's nice, quick rinse. Put them back in the water. It's always safer to have a sharp knife instead of a dull knife when cooking. A dull knife, you're more likely to have accidents, more likely to hurt yourself. And a sharp knife, you treat you with respect. Treat you with respect. usually a good idea. Once you finish sharpening knives, there's going to be what's known as a burr, and that's where the tip of the blade is curved one way or another. You can use the steel. There's multiple ways to use it. Or you can use leather strips like what I have, or leather strop, I guess. Get a nice good clean. I'll wash it later before I use it, but back a second again. A nice way to test if your knife is sharp enough is just grab a piece of paper. You see, a dull knife won't do that. Sorry, I'm just going with that. All right, probably do another video how I marinated steak. Maybe, I don't know. But this is my first video, so thank you to whoever is watching, if any is watches. Just tidy this up, get everything ready for my lunch, for my dinner. So have a good night. Thanks for watching.